Hi, I'm David Veech, and this is Elevate Your Performance. This is my granddaughter Ivy's first birthday today. She's a fireball already and promises to be the perfect wild child. I'm sure her moms will be able to handle it though, one way or another. So happy birthday, Ivy. For the past couple of days, I have facilitated an online workshop sponsored by Lean Frontiers that I called High Speed Problem Solving. I was fortunate enough to have 5 really active participants that were just great to work with. As each introduced themselves when we started, they described some frustration that in their organizations, getting to solutions seemed to just take too long. Several were holding kaizen events that they hoped to shorten by applying what I might be able to teach them in this high-speed problem-solving workshop. So I spoke to them about the Lean Adage that says sometimes you have to slow down to speed up. And that pretty much sums up the premise of high-speed problem-solving. Slow down and do the thinking required to find the right problem, set the right scope, find the right root causes, and evaluate several different countermeasures to find the right one. The speed comes from never having to solve that problem again. I did share some very specific techniques for speeding things up, including ways to see problems more quickly through visual management systems and workplace organization, writing better problem statements so we don't have to ask a lot of questions to get the clarity we need to act on those, breaking down a great big problem into something smaller and more digestible, stem and leaf cause mapping, and ways to cultivate creativity. But all of those are just tips and techniques. The context that makes them work really is the culture of the organization. Now, last week I spoke about cultures of defiance and cultures of compliance. To get to a culture of engagement, we have to navigate our way through involvement and excitement while we build those skills required to be able to thrive in that engagement culture. These include leadership skills as well as problem-solving skills like critical thinking, quantitative analysis, creativity, planning and organizing, execution, and evaluation. Getting to involvement should be easy, but staying there is very tough. To get there, all you have to do is ask people for their input. Staying there requires that you act on their input. What makes this hard is that this early input expects the leader to solve the problems they point out, many of which are just beyond the leader's authority. So when the leader fails to act, people notice and they go back into their compliance mode, telling themselves that leadership was never really serious about listening to employees anyway. To make our way through this involvement stage, we have to have systems that allow us to show that we are listening to people. But we need to make it clear from the start that the leader's role is not to solve the problems, but to provide the resources to people to solve their own problems. Those resources include time, coaching, and supplies. Problems and ideas have to be tangible and work-related, so complaints about how lazy the other employees are don't count. If we don't think through what those new rules should be, we'll fail pretty quickly. I'll be happy to help you define those new rules for involvement and excitement and engagement and help you begin your journey to a new culture. Just give me a call. Have a great day and I'll see you tomorrow.